In a world constantly vying for our attention, where social media, societal expectations, and the opinions of others seem to dictate our every move, the idea of focusing only on yourself might seem selfish, even counterintuitive. Focus is not only essential for your personal growth and happiness, but it's also the key to making your greatest contribution to the world. When we talk about focusing on yourself, we are not advocating for narcissism or disregard for others. Instead, we are talking about a deep, committed investment in your own growth, well-being, and authenticity. It's about taking responsibility for your life, your choices, and your future. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, not for the sake of others, but for your own fulfillment and purpose. Was it truly your decision, or was it influenced by what others might think? How often do you put your dreams on hold because someone told you they were unrealistic? How frequently do you find yourself scrolling through social media, comparing your life to the carefully curated highlight reels of others? These external influences, these distractions, they're holding you back from reaching your full potential. They're keeping you trapped in a cycle of self-doubt, procrastination, and unfulfillment. But it does not have to be this way. When you choose to focus only on yourself, you break free from these constraints. You give yourself permission to dream big, to set ambitious goals, and to pursue them relentlessly. You stop wasting energy on things you can't control and start channeling that energy into personal growth and self-improvement. Meet Robin, a talented marketing executive who always felt like she was living someone else's life. Robin had a successful career working for a Fortune 500 company. From the outside, it looked like she had it all. A great job, a comfortable salary, and the respect of her peers. But inside, Robin felt unfulfilled and constantly stressed. She was always comparing herself to her colleagues, always trying to meet the ever-changing expectations of her superiors, always seeking approval from others. Robin's creativity was stifled by the fear of criticism, and her passion for marketing was slowly being extinguished by the pressure to conform to others' ideas of success. One day, after a particularly grueling project that left Robin feeling drained and questioning her career choice, she decided something had to change. Robin realized that she had spent so much time trying to please others that she had lost touch with her own aspirations and personal goals. That's when Robin made a crucial decision to focus solely on herself. She started by taking a step back from social media, reducing the constant influx of others, highlight reels that often led to unhealthy comparisons. Instead, Robin began to explore her own passions and interests, dedicating time each day to activities that truly excited her, regardless of whether they were related to her career or not. Robin also started setting aside time each morning for self-reflection and personal development. She began journaling, meditating, and reading books on topics that interested her. At first, it felt selfish, almost indulgent. But as days turned into weeks, Robin noticed a shift. Her passion for life was reignited. She found herself waking up excited to start the day full of ideas and enthusiasm. This renewed energy didn't go unnoticed at work. Robin's marketing campaigns became more innovative, more authentic. Clients started specifically requesting Robin for projects drawn to her fresh and unique perspective. Colleagues were inspired by Robin's newfound confidence and the risk she was willing to take in her strategies. Within a year, Robin had not only rediscovered her love for marketing, but had also established herself as a thought leader in her field. She was invited to speak at marketing conferences, sharing her journey and inspiring others to find their unique voice. Robin even started mentoring young professionals, encouraging them to focus on developing their individual strengths rather than simply following industry trends. The most significant change, however, was in Robin's personal satisfaction and happiness. By focusing on herself, her growth, her passions, her authentic expression, Robin had not only advanced her career, but had also achieved a sense of fulfillment that eluded her for years. Robin's story illustrates a fundamental truth. When you focus on yourself, you are not limiting your impact, you are amplifying it. By becoming the best version of yourself, by nurturing your unique talents and perspectives, you naturally inspire and influence those around you. You might be wondering, how do I start focusing on myself? What does that actually look like in practice? Let's break it down. The first step in focusing on yourself is self-awareness. You need to truly understand who you are, what you want, and what you are capable of. This requires honest introspection and reflection. You might start by asking yourself some fundamental questions. What are core values? What activities make me lose track of time? What kind of impact do I want to have on the world? Take time each day to reflect on these questions. Keep a journal to track your thoughts, feelings, and observations about yourself. Pay attention to patterns in your behavior, your reactions to different situations, and the choices you make. This self-awareness will form the foundation of your journey of self-focus. You will start to uncover your true passions and interests. You might rediscover childhood dreams that you have long forgotten. You might find new interests that you never knew you had. Embrace these discoveries. They are clues to your authentic self, pointing you towards the path of true fulfillment. Once you have a clearer understanding of yourself, the next step is to set personal goals that align with your values and aspirations. These aren't the goals that society expects you to have or the milestones that others think you should achieve. These are the goals that resonate with your authentic self, that excite you and drive you forward. When setting these goals, be specific and ambitious. Do not just say, I want to be successful. Define what success means to you. Is it financial independence, creative fulfillment, making a positive impact on your community? Once you have a clear vision, break it down into actionable steps. These goals are yours and yours alone. They do not need to impress anyone else. They do not need to fit into any preconceived notions of success. They just need to be true to you. With your goals set, the next crucial aspect of focusing on yourself is committing to continuous learning and self-improvement. This means cultivating a growth mindset, the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. Invest in your education, both formal and informal. Read books that challenge your thinking. Take courses that expand your skills. Seek out experiences that push you out of your comfort zone. Every piece of knowledge you gain, every skill you develop, is a building block for your future success. In this digital age, we have unprecedented access to information and learning opportunities. Take advantage of online courses, webinars, and podcasts. Learn from experts in fields that interest you. But remember, learning is not just about accumulating information. It's about applying what you learn to your life and your goals. You will likely encounter areas where you struggle or face challenges. Embrace these difficulties. They are opportunities for growth. When you focus on yourself, you learn to see obstacles not as roadblocks, but as chances to develop resilience, problem-solving skills, and creativity. But focusing on yourself is not just about mental and professional growth. It's about holistic well-being. Your physical and emotional health play crucial roles in your ability to achieve your goals and live a fulfilling life. Prioritize your health by establishing routines that support your well-being. This means regular exercise, not as a chore, but as a celebration of what your body can do. It means nourishing your body with wholesome foods that fuel your energy and clarity. It means getting adequate sleep, because a well-rested mind is a powerful mind. It also means managing stress through practices like meditation, yoga, or whatever form of relaxation works for you. When you take care of your body and mind, you create a solid foundation for all the other aspects of your life. Your body and mind are interconnected. Physical exercise is not just good for your body. It also boosts your mood, reduces stress, and improves cognitive function. Similarly, practices like meditation and mindfulness do not just calm your mind. They can also have positive effects on your physical health. You might discover new activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Maybe you will find that you love hiking in nature, or that cooking nutritious meals becomes a form of creative expression. Embrace these discoveries. They are part of your journey of self-discovery and growth. Focusing on yourself is learning to set boundaries. In a world that constantly demands our attention and energy, setting boundaries is an act of self-respect and self-preservation. It's about deciding what you will and won't accept in your life, what you will and won't do. Setting boundaries might mean saying no to social invitations when you need time for yourself. It might mean declining projects that do not align with your goals or values. It might mean limiting your time with people who drain your energy or undermine your confidence. At first, setting boundaries can feel uncomfortable, even selfish. But remember, by saying no to things that do not serve you, you are saying yes to your own growth and well-being. You are preserving your time and energy for the pursuits that truly matter to you. Setting boundaries also extends to your digital life. In our hyper-connected world, it's easy to feel like we need to be available 24/7. But constant connectivity can be a major distraction from your goals and your personal growth. Set boundaries around your use of technology. Designate times for checking emails and social media and times when you are completely unplugged, focused on your own thoughts and activities. Some people in your life may not understand or support your new focus on self-improvement. They might feel threatened by your growth or try to pull you back into old patterns. This is where the strength of your commitment to yourself will be tested. It's important to remember that outgrowing certain relationships is a natural part of personal growth. While it can be painful, it's also an opportunity to cultivate new relationships that support and inspire your journey. Seek out people who share your values and ambitions. Build a network of individuals who challenge you to be your best self. Surround yourself with those who celebrate your successes and support you through your struggles. The quality of your relationships has a profound impact on your personal growth. By focusing on yourself, you will naturally attract people who resonate with your authentic self and who will encourage your continued growth. You will likely encounter moments of doubt or uncertainty. There will be times when you question whether you are on the right path, whether your efforts are worth it. This is normal. Growth is not always comfortable, and change can be scary. In these moments, it's crucial to reconnect with your why. Why did you choose to focus on yourself in the first place? What are the goals you are working towards? What kind of life are you trying to create? Remind yourself of the vision that set you on this path. It can be helpful to create a vision board or a written manifesto that encapsulates your goals and aspirations. Place it somewhere you will see it every day. Let it serve as a daily reminder of what you are working towards, a source of motivation when the journey gets tough. You will start to develop a stronger sense of self-trust. You will become more attuned to your intuition, more confident in your decisions. This self-trust is invaluable. It allows you to take calculated risks, to pursue opportunities that others might shy away from. It gives you the courage to stay true to your vision, even when faced with skepticism or criticism from others. Developing self-trust also means learning to be kind to yourself. It means treating yourself with the same compassion and understanding that you would offer a good friend. When you make mistakes, and you will, because that's part of being human, you will learn to view them as learning opportunities rather than failures. This self-compassion is not about making excuses or avoiding responsibility. It's about acknowledging your humanity, learning from your experiences, and moving forward with renewed determination. It's about maintaining your focus on personal growth, even when things do not go as planned. You may find that your definition of success begins to change. Society often defines success in terms of external markers, wealth, status, power. But as you become more attuned to your authentic self, you may discover that your true measure of success is something entirely different. Maybe success for you means having the freedom to pursue your passions. Maybe it's about the depth and quality of your relationships. Maybe it's about the impact you are able to have on causes you care about. Whatever it is, allow yourself the freedom to define success on your own terms. This personal definition of success becomes your North Star, guiding your decisions and actions. It allows you to stay focused on what truly matters to you rather than getting distracted by society's expectations or others' definitions of achievement. Another crucial aspect of focusing on yourself is developing emotional intelligence. This involves not only understanding and managing your own emotions, but also being able to recognize and empathize with the emotions of others. Emotional intelligence allows you to navigate complex social situations with grace. It helps you communicate more effectively, resolve conflicts more easily, and build stronger relationships. By focusing on developing your emotional intelligence, you are equipping yourself with tools that will serve you in all areas of life. Start by practicing self-awareness of your emotions. When you feel a strong emotion, pause and identify what you are feeling and why. Over time, you will become more adept at recognizing and understanding your emotional responses. Then work on managing your emotions. This does not mean suppressing them, but rather learning to express them in healthy, constructive ways. Develop strategies for coping with stress, anger, or sadness that work for you. As you become more aware of your own emotions, you will likely find that you become more attuned to the emotions of others as well. Practice active listening, paying attention not just to people's words, but to their tone, body language, and what they're not saying. Cultivate empathy by trying to see situations from others' perspectives. Emotional intelligence is not about manipulating others, or hiding your true feelings. It's about understanding and managing emotions, both your own and others, in ways that foster positive relationships and personal growth. You will likely find that your resilience grows. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to adapt to change, and to keep going in the face of adversity. It's a crucial quality for long-term success and happiness. By consistently challenging yourself, by learning from your experiences, and by developing a strong sense of self, you naturally become more resilient. You learn to view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. You develop the confidence to know that no matter what life throws at you, you have the inner resources to handle it. This resilience becomes a powerful asset. It allows you to take on bigger challenges, to pursue more ambitious goals, and to navigate life's inevitable ups and downs with greater ease. Building resilience is an ongoing process. It involves developing a growth mindset where you see challenges as opportunities to learn, grow. It means cultivating a support network that you can lean on during tough times. It involves taking care of your physical and mental health, so you have the energy and clarity to tackle challenges head on. Resilience also means learning to reframe negative situations. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to grow stronger? This shift in perspective can turn even the most difficult situations into valuable learning experiences. You may find that your perspective on time changes. You become more aware of how you're spending your time and more intentional about how you use this precious resource. You may find yourself naturally gravitating away from time-wasting activities and towards pursuits that align with your goals and values. You may become more present in your day-to-day life, more appreciative of the moments that make up your journey. This shift in perspective can be profoundly liberating. It allows you to make the most of your time, to live more fully in the present while still working towards your future goals. Start by auditing how you currently spend your time. Keep a log for a week, noting how you spend each hour. You might be surprised by how much time is lost to activities that do not serve your goals or bring you joy. Then start being more intentional with your time. Schedule your days in a way that aligns with your priorities. Make time for the activities that contribute to your growth and well-being. Learn to say no to time commitments that do not align with your goals. Time is your most valuable resource. You can always earn more money, but you can never get back lost time. When you focus on yourself, you learn to value your time and use it in ways that truly matter to you. Focusing on yourself is the development of a strong personal brand. This is not about crafting a false image or pretending to be someone you are not. It's about clearly and authentically communicating who you are, what you stand for, and what unique value you bring to the world. As you become more self-aware and more aligned with your authentic self, your personal brand naturally emerges. It becomes a true reflection of your values, your skills, and your unique perspective. This unique perspective becomes your signature, setting you apart in a world where conformity often reigns. It's the lens through which you view the world, solve problems, and create value. As you focus on yourself, you will find that this perspective sharpens, becoming more refined and more distinctly your own. Your unique perspective is not just about how you see things differently. It's about how you approach life, work, and relationships in a way that's uniquely yours. It's the combination of your experiences, your values, your skills, and your aspirations. As you continue to focus on yourself, this perspective will evolve, becoming an ever more powerful tool in your personal and professional life. One of the most significant benefits of focusing on yourself is the development of self-reliance in a world that often encourages dependency on others, on systems, on external validation. Self-reliance is a revolutionary act. It's about trusting yourself, your judgment, and your abilities. It's about knowing that regardless of what life throws at you, you have the inner resources to handle it. Self-reliance does not mean you never need help or support from others. Instead, it means you approach life from a place of inner strength and confidence. You are not swayed by every opinion or knocked off course by every setback. You have a strong internal compass that guides your decisions and actions. You will find that your ability to solve problems grows. You become more resourceful, more creative in your approach to challenges. Instead of immediately seeking solutions from others, you learn to tap into your own wisdom and capabilities. This problem, Solving ability becomes a valuable asset in all areas of your life. Focusing on yourself is developing a growth mindset. This is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. A growth mindset is the foundation of continuous self-improvement. It allows you to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than threats to your self-image. With a growth mindset, you are not limited by your current skills or knowledge. You believe in your ability to learn, adapt, and improve. This mindset fuels your journey of self-focus, pushing you to continually expand your horizons and reach for new heights. You may find that your creativity flourishes. Creativity is not just about artistic expression. It's about thinking in new ways, making unexpected connections, and bringing fresh perspectives to old problems. When you are not constrained by others' expectations or societal norms, your creative potential can truly shine. Nurture your creativity by giving yourself permission to explore, experiment, and even fail. Try new things even if they're outside your comfort zone. Allow yourself to daydream and let your mind wander. You never know where these creative explorations might lead you. One often overlooked aspect of focusing on yourself is the importance of rest and recovery. In our achievement-oriented society, there's often pressure to be constantly productive, constantly moving forward. But true growth and success require periods of rest and reflection. Learn to value downtime as much as you value active pursuit of your goals. Use this time to recharge, to process your experiences, and to allow new ideas and insights to emerge. Even fields need to lie fallow sometimes to restore their fertility. The same is true for your mind and spirit. You may find that your relationship with failure changes. Instead of seeing failure as something to be feared and avoided at all costs, you begin to see it as a natural part of the growth process. You understand that every failure contains valuable lessons that can propel you forward on your journey. Embrace failure as a teacher when things do not go as planned. Resist the urge to beat yourself up. Instead, approach the situation with curiosity. What can you learn from this experience? How can you use this setback to grow stronger and wiser? Another powerful outcome of focusing on yourself is increased self-confidence. This is not the brash, external confidence that often masks insecurity. It's a quiet, unshakable belief in yourself and your abilities. It's the kind of confidence that comes from truly knowing yourself, your strengths, and your potential. This self-confidence becomes a powerful asset in all areas of your life. It allows you to take on new challenges with courage. It helps you stand firm in your convictions, even when faced with opposition. It gives you the strength to pursue your dreams, even when they seem out of reach. You may find that your ability to lead others grows. True leadership is not about having power over others. It's about inspiring and empowering others to reach their full potential. As you become more self-aware, more authentic, and more aligned with your values, you naturally become someone others want to follow. Your journey of self-focus can inspire others to embark on their own journeys of personal growth. Your courage in pursuing your dreams can encourage others to do the same. Your authenticity can create a space where others feel safe to be their true selves. One of the most profound outcomes of focusing on yourself is a deep sense of personal fulfillment. This is not about achieving specific external markers of success. It's about living in alignment with your values, pursuing your passions, and becoming the best version of yourself. This fulfillment comes from knowing that you are living life on your own terms, not according to others' expectations. It comes from the satisfaction of personal growth, of overcoming challenges, of continually expanding your horizons. It's a rich internal sense of contentment that no external circumstances can shake. Remember that it's not a destination, but an ongoing process. Your goals may change. Your interests may shift. What's important is that you remain committed to your own growth and authenticity. Stay curious about yourself. Continue to ask questions, to explore, to push your boundaries. Be open to new discoveries about who you are and what you are capable of. Embrace change as a natural part of your growth journey. Focusing on yourself is not a selfish act. It's the most powerful thing you can do, not only for yourself, but for the world around you. When you commit to your own growth and authenticity, you become capable of making your greatest contribution to the world. By focusing on yourself, you unlock your full potential. You discover strengths you never knew you had. You develop resilience that can weather any storm. You cultivate a deep sense of fulfillment that radiates out into all areas of your life. This journey of self-focus empowers you to live life on your own terms. It frees you from the constraints of others' expectations and societal norms. It allows you to create a life that's truly aligned with your values, your passions, and your unique gifts. You are the author of your own life story. By focusing on yourself, you take control of the narrative. You choose the direction of your growth, the nature of your impact, the quality of your experiences. So embrace this journey of self-focus. Commit to your own growth and well-being. Nurture your unique perspective and talents. Be patient with yourself. Celebrate your progress and trust in your own potential. The world does not need more people living lives of quiet desperation, conforming to others' expectations. The world needs you, the authentic, empowered, fully realized version of you. By focusing on yourself, you become that person. Invest in yourself. Prioritize your growth. Honor your authenticity. The journey of focusing on yourself is the most important journey you will ever undertake. It's a journey that will not only transform your life, but will ripple out to positively impact the world around you.
We delve into a topic of paramount importance, one that resonates deeply in the corridors of our lives. Focus on yourself, not others. As we navigate through the complexities of the modern world, it's all too easy to find ourselves caught in the relentless whirlwind of comparison. We look to our left, we glance to our right, constantly measuring our worth against the milestones of those around us. But what if I told you that the secret to a life of fulfillment, success, and happiness lies not in the external accolades we observe in others, but within the undiscovered depths of our own potential? Let me share with you a story, a narrative that beautifully encapsulates the essence of our discourse today. It's the tale of a young runner, ambitious and fiercely competitive, who spent his days obsessing over the achievements of his peers. Every race, every lap, he would gauge his pace against the fastest, his strides against the longest, his endurance against the strongest. Okay, yet despite his relentless effort, victory seemed a companion that always chose another. One evening, as the sunset painted the sky with strokes of fiery passion, he found himself seated beside his coach, a mentor of unwavering wisdom and patience. The coach turned to him and said, "The race you're trying to win, my dear friend, isn't against the runners beside you. It's the one that rages within, between who you are and who you aspire to be. Shift your gaze from the lanes adjacent to yours and focus it inward. For the only competitor you need to outpace is the shadow of yesterday's self." This story, simple yet profound, underscores a truth we often overlook. In the relentless pursuit of comparison, we surrender the power to sculpt our destiny, to unlock the boundless potential that resides within us. Today, as we journey together through this exploration of self-focus, let us unravel the strategies, the mindset, and the determination required to turn our gaze inward, to celebrate our unique journey, and to become architects of our own success. The path to unleashing your potential begins with a single, decisive step: the choice to focus on yourself, not others. Okay? Let's take that step together, shall we? One of the most pervasive challenges we face is the trap of comparison. This invisible snare is woven into the fabric of our daily lives, often without our conscious acknowledgement. The act of comparing ourselves to others can seem as natural as breathing, yet it carries with it a weight that can press down on our spirits, cloud our vision, and divert us from our path to growth. Consider for a moment the profound impact this constant comparison has on our psychological and emotional well-being. Each time we measure our progress against someone else's, we are not just evaluating achievements or milestones. We are, in essence, questioning our value, doubting our capabilities, and often diminishing our self-esteem. This relentless scrutiny can lead to a spectrum of negative emotions: envy, resentment, frustration, and even despair. These feelings are not just fleeting shadows. They can settle in our hearts, shaping our outlook on life and ourselves, influencing our decisions, and altering the course of our journey. turn our attention to the amplifying effect of social media on this issue. Social media platforms, while offering the beauty of connectivity and the sharing of experiences, have also become mirrors reflecting an idealized version of life. Each scroll, each swipe, presents a curated snapshot of success, happiness, and perfection. Rarely do these snapshots reveal the struggles, the setbacks, and the sheer effort behind those moments of triumph. Yet, it is all too easy to forget this, to fall into the trap of believing that everyone else's life is a seamless tapestry of achievements, unmarked by the threads of challenge and change that characterize our own. This digital mirage can intensify feelings of inadequacy, pushing us further into the quagmire of comparison. The question then arises, how do we extricate ourselves from this trap? The answer lies in a simple yet profound shift of focus from outward to inward. Shifting our gaze from the external world to our internal landscape opens the door to self-discovery and personal growth. When we concentrate on our own journey, we give ourselves the opportunity to recognize and appreciate our unique strengths, talents, and potential. We begin to understand that success is not a one-size-fits-all concept, but a personalized vision that we define for ourselves. Focusing on ourselves allows us to set meaningful goals, not based on what others have achieved, but on what we aspire to accomplish. It enables us to celebrate our progress, no matter how small, recognizing that each step forward is a victory in its own right. It empowers us to learn from our setbacks, understanding that they are not failures, but valuable lessons that pave the way for future success. Most importantly, it reminds us that our worth is not determined by how we compare to others, but by how we strive to become the best version of ourselves. The liberating realization that our greatest competitor is not the person next to us, but the person we were yesterday. By focusing on ourselves, not others, we unlock the fullness of our potential, charting a course toward a life of fulfillment, achievement, and true happiness. Let this be the guiding principle that illuminates our path, a beacon of light leading us to discover the boundless possibilities that lie within. As we ponder on this transformative approach, let us prepare to delve deeper into understanding our unique journey, the next crucial step in our quest for personal excellence and self-realization. Recognizing and valuing our own path is not just a step, but a cornerstone. It is about understanding that each of us is on a unique expedition, a personal odyssey marked by our dreams, our values, and our singular blend of talents. This realization liberates us from the confines of comparison, steering us instead toward the exploration of our inner landscapes, where our true potential lies waiting to be discovered. Consider for a moment the diversity of human achievement around us. No two success stories are identical. Each person's journey to fulfillment and accomplishment is as distinctive as their fingerprint. What propels one individual to heights of achievement may not work for another. This is because success is not a generic, one-size-fits-all formula, but a personalized tapestry woven from the threads of an individual's life experiences, aspirations, and strengths. At the heart of this personalized approach to success lies the concept of personal missions and visions. A personal mission statement is a powerful tool, a compass that guides you through life's challenges and decisions. It articulates your core values and your overarching purpose, serving as a constant reminder of what you stand for and where you are headed. Similarly, your vision is a picture of your ideal future, a vivid imagination of what you aspire to achieve in the long run. Together, your mission and vision keep you aligned with your deepest values and highest aspirations, ensuring that every step you take is a step toward the realization of your personal definition of success. Now, you might wonder, how can you uncover your unique strengths and goals? How can you craft a mission and vision that reflect your deepest self? The answer lies in introspection and reflection. Let me offer you some exercises and questions designed to facilitate this process. First, take a moment to reflect on moments in your life when you felt most alive, most fulfilled. What were you doing? Who were you with? Identifying these moments can provide insights into your passions and the activities that give you a sense of purpose and joy. Next, consider the talents and abilities that come most naturally to you. What tasks do you find effortless? What skills do others often commend you for? Recognizing your innate strengths is crucial in defining a path that leverages these gifts. Then ask yourself, what impact do I want to have on the world? How do I want to be remembered? The answers to these questions can help you define your mission, your reason for being, and guide you in setting goals that align with this mission. Vision your ideal future. Where do you see yourself in 5, 10, or 20 years? What are you doing? Who are you with? What have you accomplished? This vision of your future can serve as a beacon, guiding your decisions and actions today. As you engage in these exercises, remember the journey of self-discovery is ongoing. Your mission and vision may evolve as you grow and as your circumstances change. The key is to remain true to yourself, to continually seek alignment between your actions and your deepest values and aspirations. By focusing on understanding your unique journey, you equip yourself with the clarity and conviction to navigate life's complexities. You learn to chart a course that is authentically yours, one that leads to genuine fulfillment and success. The significance of our personal missions and visions let us also prepare to explore strategies for self-focus. These strategies will empower us to direct our energy and resources toward the realization of our personal missions, bringing our visions to life. As we venture further into the essence of focusing on ourselves, it's crucial to understand that personal development is not a destination but a journey. A journey that requires commitment, discipline, and a set of practical strategies to navigate the path to our best selves. Let's delve into these strategies, each a stepping stone to personal growth and transformation. The cornerstone of personal development is goal setting and planning. Setting clear, actionable goals is like drawing a map for a treasure hunt. The treasure, in this case, is the realization of your potential. Start by asking yourself what you truly desire in different areas of your life: career, personal growth, relationships, health. Make these goals as specific as possible. For instance, instead of saying, "I want to be successful," define what success means to you. Is it starting your own business, writing a book, or achieving a certain level of fitness? Once your goals are clear, break them down into smaller, actionable steps. Planning your journey toward each goal with specific actions and deadlines transforms the daunting into the doable. Remember, a goal without a plan is merely a wish. Time management, then, is about making the most of the moments we're given. Each day is like a canvas, and how we fill it reflects our priorities and commitments. Begin by identifying your high-value activities, those that directly contribute to your goals. Prioritize these in your daily schedule, ensuring they receive the attention and energy they deserve. Learn to say no to tasks and requests that don't align with your priorities. Remember, being busy is not the same as being productive. It's not the number of tasks you complete, but the significance of each task to your ultimate goals that matters. For continuous learning and self-education are the fuel that keeps the engine of personal development running. The world is in constant flux, with new knowledge, skills, and technologies emerging at a breathtaking pace. Committing to lifelong learning ensures you remain relevant, competitive, and on a path of constant improvement. This doesn't always mean formal education. It can be as simple as reading books, attending workshops, listening to podcasts, or even engaging in thoughtful conversations with mentors and peers. The key is to remain curious and open-minded, always seeking to expand your understanding and skills. Now consider the transformative power of these strategies through the lens of real-life story. Take the case of a young woman who, feeling stuck in a dead-end job, set a goal to pursue her passion for graphic design. She started by dedicating an hour each evening to learning design software, managing her time carefully to balance work, study, and personal commitment. Her commitment to continuous learning paid off when she built a portfolio that landed her a dream job in a design firm. Her story underscores the power of clear goal setting, disciplined time management, and a commitment to self-education in transforming dreams into reality. Or consider the story of a man who, despite facing significant health challenges, set a goal to run a marathon. Understanding the magnitude of this goal, he meticulously planned his training schedule, managing his time to include daily runs, cross-training, and proper rest. His dedication to learning about nutrition, training techniques, and injury prevention was crucial in his journey. Crossing the marathon finish line was not just a physical achievement, but a testament to the power of setting a seemingly impossible goal, managing time and resources, and continuously learning and adapting. As we reflect on these stories, let us remember that the journey of personal development is deeply personal and uniquely ours. The strategies of goal setting and planning, time management, and continuous learning are not just tools for achievement, but pathways to discovering our potential and realizing our dreams. These strategies, with open hearts and minds, ready to embark on our own journeys of transformation and growth. With this understanding of strategies for self-focus, we are equipped to confront and overcome the distractions and challenges that life invariably presents. We'll delve into navigating these external distractions, ensuring that our focus remains unwavering on the path to personal development. We've navigated through understanding our unique path and embracing strategies for self-focus. Yet, even with the best intentions and a clear vision, our voyage is often beset by storms of distractions and external pressures that threaten to veer us off course. In a world brimming with noise, how do we maintain our focus on the horizon of our personal growth? Let's consider the myriad distractions that confront us daily. The digital age, for all its marvels, bombards us with an unending stream of information, notifications, and entertainment, each vying for a piece of our attention. Social media, while a tool for connection, often becomes a labyrinth of comparison and distraction. Then there are the demands of our professional lives, the expectations of others, and the ever-present lure of procrastination, each a siren call away from our chosen path. Navigating through this sea of distractions requires more than just willpower. It requires strategy. Explore how we can shield our focus from the cacophony of the external world and steer steadfastly towards our goals. First and foremost, clarity of purpose is our anchor. When we are clear about what we want to achieve, our goals act as a lighthouse, guiding us through foggy waters. This clarity enables us to discern between what is truly important and what merely appears urgent. Each morning, take a moment to remind yourself of your goals. Ask, is what I'm about to do today bringing me closer to where I want to be? This simple question can be a powerful compass, helping you navigate through distractions towards meaningful action. Time management, then, becomes our rudder, steering us through the day. One effective strategy is the time block technique, where you allocate specific blocks of time for focused work interspersed with short breaks. During these focus periods, turn off notifications and minimize potential interruptions. It's remarkable how much more you can achieve when you give one task your undivided attention. Another vital strategy is to cultivate the environment that nurtures focus. Just as a gardener carefully tends to the soil to grow a bountiful harvest, we must tend to our environment to cultivate concentration. Create a workspace that minimizes distractions. This might mean having a clean, organized desk, using noise-canceling headphones, or even changing locations to find your zone of productivity. The practice of mindfulness and meditation can also fortify our mental resilience against distractions. These practices train our mind to return to the present moment, enhancing our ability to focus and reducing our susceptibility to external pressure. Even a few minutes of mindfulness each day can sharpen our focus, much like honing a blade to cut more cleanly through the tasks at hand. Take inspiration from individuals who've triumphed over distractions to achieve remarkable personal growth. Consider the story of a writer who, amidst the chaos of a busy household, rose an hour earlier each day to write in the quiet of the dawn. This single, focused hour each day culminated in a best-selling novel. Or the entrepreneur who, in a world saturated with digital distractions, chose to designate tech-free zones in their day, harnessing their undivided attention to grow a startup into a thriving business. These stories underscore a universal truth. Overcoming distractions is not about eliminating them entirely, but about mastering the art of returning our focus to what matters most. It's about making conscious choices every day that align with our goals and values. Strategies with the resolve of a navigator charting a course through uncharted waters. Let the clarity of our goals illuminate our path. Let disciplined time management steer our daily actions. And let a mindful approach to our environment and practices anchor us in the present. We turn our gaze inward to the power of positive self-talk. For in the end, the most profound conversations we have are the ones within ourselves. How we nurture these internal dialogues can illuminate our path to personal development or cast shadows of doubt. How to harness the power of positive self-talk to fuel our journey towards becoming our best. The threads that often go unnoticed yet hold profound influence are the words we weave within us. The dialogue we engage in with ourselves can either be a catalyst for growth and confidence or a barrier to our progress. Recognizing the importance of positive self-talk is akin to discovering a key that can unlock the vast potential within us. Consider for a moment the power of the words we silently speak to ourselves in the quiet moments of reflection, in the midst of challenges, and at the peaks of our achievements. These words shape our perceptions, influence our decisions, and ultimately sculpt our realities. The language we use internally sets the tone for our self-esteem, our resilience, and our capacity to envision and pursue our goals. Cultivating a positive internal dialogue is not merely an exercise in self-indulgence. It is a critical strategy for empowerment and success. The journey to mastering this art begins with awareness. Start by becoming a vigilant observer of your thoughts. Notice the times when your inner critic takes the stage, often cloaked in negativity, doubt, and self-limitation. Acknowledge these thoughts, then consciously choose to redirect them towards affirmations that uplift and encourage. One effective technique for nurturing positive self-talk is the practice of daily affirmation. These are positive, empowering statements that, when repeated with conviction, can reshape our beliefs and attitudes. Begin each day by affirming your worth, your capabilities, and your goals. Phrases like, I am capable of achieving my dreams, I am worthy of success and happiness, or I embrace challenges, opportunities for growth can serve as powerful antidotes to the poison of negative self-talk. Visualization is another powerful tool in the arsenal of positive self-talk. Imagine yourself achieving your goals, overcoming obstacles, and embodying the qualities you aspire to possess. Visualization not only enhances positive self-talk, but also aligns your subconscious mind with your conscious aspirations, creating a synergy that propels you forward. Consider the story of an athlete plagued by self-doubt, whose inner dialogue was filled with reminders of past failures and fears of inadequacy. By consciously shifting her internal narrative to focus on her strengths, her dedication, and her potential, she transformed her mindset. This shift was not overnight magic, but a deliberate practice of replacing each negative thought with a positive affirmation. Over time, this practice fortified her confidence, enabling her to achieve and even surpass her athletic goals. Or reflect on the entrepreneur who faced the brink of failure. By changing his internal dialogue from one of defeat to one of resilience and opportunity, he found the strength to pivot his strategy, leading his business to newfound success. Carry with us the understanding that the most empowering conversations are the ones we have with ourselves. Let us commit to cultivating a positive internal dialogue, understanding that each word we speak to ourselves is a seed planted in the garden of our minds, capable of growing into realities beyond our wildest dreams. In the light of this understanding, we find ourselves at the threshold of our conclusion, ready to embrace our path to unleashing our potential. Throughout our exploration, we've ventured deeply into the essence of focusing on ourselves, not on the distractions and expectations set by others. We've traversed through understanding the trap of comparison, appreciating our unique journeys, harnessing practical strategies for self-focus, navigating external distractions, and embracing the transformative power of positive self-talk. Personal development is uniquely yours. It's a path defined by your dreams, guided by your values, and propelled by your actions. We've laid out the tools before you: goal setting and planning, time management, continuous learning, and cultivating a positive dialogue with yourself. These are not mere strategies, but the building blocks of a life lived purpose and passion. As we stand on the threshold of new beginnings, it's crucial to acknowledge that the most significant barriers we face are often the ones we erect ourselves. The stories we tell ourselves, the doubts we harbor, and the comparisons we make can either anchor us to the past or propel us into the future we yearn for. So I urge you, let today be the day you take a decisive step towards focusing on yourself. Set a goal, no matter how small, and take action towards it. Embrace the discipline of managing your time effectively. Dedicate yourself to lifelong learning, and most importantly, nurture a dialogue with yourself that is filled with kindness, encouragement, and belief. In doing so, remember that the journey of personal growth is not a sprint, but a marathon. It's a series of steps taken each day with persistence, patience, and a relentless focus on the horizon of your potential. Each challenge you face, each obstacle you overcome, and each victory you celebrate is a testament to your strength, resilience, and unwavering commitment to your personal development. Let me leave you with a thought that encapsulates our journey together. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. This powerful reminder underscores the profound truth that our destiny is not a matter of chance, but a choice. A choice to focus on ourselves, to cultivate our potential, and to create a life that reflects our highest aspirations. Carry with you the lessons we've shared, the insights you've gained, and the resolve to focus on your path. Let your journey be guided by the light of your own potential, knowing that within you lies the power to shape your destiny. In closing, I invite you to take action. Start today with a commitment to yourself and your journey of personal development. Embrace the challenges, celebrate the milestones, and never lose sight of the incredible potential that resides within you. Remember, the journey towards greatness begins with a single step, a step towards focusing on yourself, not others.
The education system, corporate structures, and societal narratives are deliberately designed to keep you docile, compliant, and perpetually disconnected from your true power, creating an elaborate maze of false expectations and manufactured dreams that serve everyone except you, turning you to a perfectly programmed consumer and worker bee who mistakenly believes freedom is about having more choices when it's actually about having the courage to break free from the invisible chains of collective conditioning. Energy is the currency of transformation, not money, not time, energy. The quality of your life is directly proportional to the quality of your energy management. Most people are living in an energy deficit, constantly depleted, running on empty, wondering why they can't create the life they desire. Look around. Society has created a culture of perpetual exhaustion. Burnout is worn like a badge of honor. People brag about how little sleep they get, how many hours they work, how much they can endure. But endurance is not the same as effectiveness. Pushing yourself to the brink is not strength, it's self-destruction. True high performance is not about doing more. It's about doing the right things with maximum efficiency and minimal waste. It's about understanding your unique energy rhythms. When you're most creative? When do you think most clearly? When do you feel most alive? These are not trivia questions. These are the foundations of personal optimization. Most people are disconnected from their own energy. They consume stimulants to wake up, they drink alcohol to wind down, they use technology to distract themselves from their inner landscape. They're living on the surface, never diving deep into their own potential. Energy management starts with radical self-awareness. It's about understanding your physical, mental, and emotional states, not as separate systems, but as an interconnected ecosystem. Your body is not just a vehicle that carries your brain around. It's an intelligent system with its own wisdom. When you learn to listen, it will guide you. Consider your daily choices through the lens of energy. Every food you consume, every conversation you engage in, every piece of content you consume, every relationship you maintain, they're either depleting or replenishing your energy. There are no neutral interactions. Nutrition is not about diets. It's about fuel. What you put into your body is a statement about how you view yourself. Are you consuming food that nourishes and supports your potential? Or are you using food as a temporary comfort, a distraction from deeper emotion? Movement is not exercise. Movement is communication. When you move your body intentionally, you're sending signals to your entire system, signals of vitality, signals of possibility, signals that say you are committed to your own growth. Physical training is mental training. Sleep is not a luxury. It's a performance strategy. During sleep, your body regenerates, your brain consolidates learning, your emotional system processes experiences. When you compromise on sleep, you're not just tired. You're diminishing your capacity for creativity, decision-making, and emotional resilience. Mental health is not something you address when you're falling apart. It's a daily practice of maintenance. Meditation is not about achieving a perfect state of calm. It's about developing a relationship with your inner landscape. It's about creating space between stimulus and response. Emotional intelligence is the most underrated skill in personal development. It's not about being nice, it's about understanding the complex landscape of human experience. It's about developing the capacity to feel deeply without being consumed, to observe your emotions without being controlled by them. The stories you tell yourself about stress determine how stress impacts you. Most people view stress as an enemy, but stress, when understood and managed, is a powerful growth mechanism. It's the pressure that transforms coal into diamonds. The key is not avoiding stress. The key is building resilience. Your environment is an extension of your internal world. Look around your living space, your workspace, your digital environment. They are physical manifestations of your internal state. Cluttered spaces reflect cluttered minds. Clean! Intentional environments support clear, intentional thinking. Relationships are the ultimate mirror. The people you spend time with are constantly reflecting back aspects of yourself. Are your relationships expanding your potential or constraining it? Do the people around you challenge you to grow? Or do they reinforce your existing limitations? Boundaries are not walls. They are clarifying mechanisms. They are how you communicate your own value. When you let's dive deeper into the most powerful resource you possess, your attention. In a world drowning in endless streams of information, your ability to focus becomes your ultimate competitive advantage. Every single moment you spend scrolling, comparing, consuming meaningless content is a moment stolen from your potential. Attention is not just a skill. It's a currency more valuable than money, more precious than time. Most people are financially and attentionally bankrupt. They're spending their most crucial resource on temporary dopamine hits, on consuming other people's narratives, on maintaining an illusion of connection that leaves them more isolated than ever. True connection begins with connecting to yourself. Imagine your attention as a powerful laser beam, unfocused. It dissipates and loses power, scattering weakly across 1,000 distractions. Concentrated, it can cut through the most complex challenges, illuminate the darkest corners of possibility, and transform your entire existence. The same mental energy that gets scattered across countless meaningless interactions can, when focused with precision, create revolutionary change in your life. Most people live reactively. They wake up and immediately surrender their consciousness to external stimuli. Phone notifications chirp like digital sirens. Social media feeds scroll endlessly. News cycles designed to trigger anxiety and outrage demand immediate attention. Their first thought is not about their goals, their growth, their potential. It's about what the world is demanding from them at that exact moment. Reactive living is a slow form of spiritual and personal death. It's allowing your life to become a series of responses to external circumstances instead of intentional, proactive creation. Every time you choose distraction over focus, you're voting against your own potential. Every time you scroll mindlessly, instead of study, you're choosing mediocrity over mastery. Consider the profound impact of your daily choices. Each decision is a vote for the type of person you're becoming. When you choose to check social media instead of reading a book, you're voting for superficial knowledge over deep understanding. When you choose to watch another episode of a mindless series instead of working on your skills, you're voting for entertainment over evolution. Personal development is not a hobby. It's not something you do when you have free time or when everything else in your life is perfectly managed. It's a radical, unwavering commitment to becoming the most authentic version of yourself. It requires you to challenge every single belief you've inherited, to question the narratives that have shaped your perception of what's possible. Your mind is like a garden. Most people treat it like an abandoned lot, overgrown with weeds of negative thoughts, littered with the debris of past failures and inherited limitations. Personal growth is deliberate cultivation. It requires you to pull out the weeds of self-doubt, plant seeds of positive belief, and nurture them with consistent, intentional action. Self-talk is the most powerful conversation you'll ever have. It's the internal dialogue that runs continuously, often beneath your conscious awareness. Most people's internal conversation is a battlefield of criticism, doubt, and limitation. We speak to ourselves in ways we would never tolerate from an external source. We would never allow a friend or a stranger to speak to us with such harsh criticism, yet we permit our inner critic to run wild, unchecked, and destructive. Transforming your self-talk is like performing intricate internal surgery. It requires precision, compassion, and an unwavering commitment to your own growth. Every negative thought is an opportunity to rewire your neural pathways. Every self-critical moment is a chance to develop emotional intelligence and profound self-compassion. Success is not about being perfect. Perfection is an illusion that keeps you trapped. Success is about being honest. Honest about your strengths. Honest about your weaknesses. Honest about the areas where you need growth. Vulnerability is not weakness. Vulnerability is the extraordinary courage to look at yourself without judgment, to acknowledge your human complexity, and to commit to continuous improvement. Remember how you learned to walk as a child. You didn't criticize yourself for falling. You didn't give up after the first tumble. You kept getting back up. You observed. You adjusted. You persevered with an innate learning mechanism that seemed effortless. Somewhere along the way, we lose that natural approach to learning and growth. We become afraid of failure instead of seeing it as valuable feedback. The human body and mind are miraculous systems of adaptation. Every time you challenge yourself physically, your muscles grow stronger. Every time you expose yourself to a new environment, your immune system becomes more resilient. The same principle applies to your mental and emotional landscape. Growth happens at the boundaries of your comfort zone. Comfort is the enemy of transformation. The moment you feel completely settled, the moment everything feels easy and predictable, you're no longer growing, you're stagnating. True personal development happens at the edge of your capabilities, where uncertainty meets possibility. It's in those moments of discomfort, of not knowing, of feeling slightly overwhelmed, that real growth occurs. Most people are terrified of uncertainty. They crave predictability. They want a guaranteed roadmap with clear directions and assured success. But life doesn't work that way. The most extraordinary achievements happen when you're willing to step into the unknown, when you're willing to embrace uncertainty as a playground for potential. Your greatest limitations are not external circumstances. They are the stories you tell yourself about what's possible. These stories are not facts. They are interpretations shaped by past experiences, societal conditioning, and inherited beliefs. And interpretations can be rewritten. You are the author of your own story, and you can choose to start a new chapter at any moment. The world doesn't need more followers blindly adhering to predefined paths. The world needs more individuals brave enough to forge their own way. Individuals who understand that true success is not about fitting in, but about standing out, about bringing your unique gifts, your distinctive perspective to everything you do. Your potential is not a finite resource that gets depleted. It's an expanding universe waiting to be explored. The more you invest in yourself, the more capacity you develop. The more you challenge yourself, the more resilient you become. Each step of growth creates space for even greater transformation. Right now, in this moment, you have everything you need to begin. You don't need another course. You don't need more information. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment. You need commitment. Commitment to yourself. Commitment to growth. Commitment to becoming. The journey of self-focus is not a linear path. It's messy. It's complicated. There will be days of incredible breakthrough and days of profound doubt. But those who succeed are not the ones who never fall. They are the ones who keep getting back up, who maintain an unwavering commitment to their growth, who see every challenge as an opportunity for learning and transformation. Your life is not happening to you. Your life is happening through you. You are not a victim of circumstances. You are the creator of your reality. Every single choice, every single moment is an opportunity to align with your highest potential. The architecture of personal transformation is built on the foundation of self-awareness. Not the superficial self-awareness that comes from occasional introspection, but a deep, ruthless commitment to understanding the intricate landscape of your inner world. Most people live on the surface of their existence. They move through life like actors reading a script, written by someone else, never questioning the narrative, never exploring the depths of their own potential. They conform to expectations, follow predefined paths, and mistake comfort for fulfillment. Your inner world is a complex ecosystem. It's not a static landscape, but a dynamic, ever-changing terrain of thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and potential. Every belief you hold is like a tectonic plate. Some are rigid and unmovable, creating mountains of limitation. Others are fluid, ready to shift and reshape your entire internal geography. Beliefs are not facts. They are interpretations accumulated through experiences, conditioning, and inherited narratives. Most of your current beliefs were planted in your mind when you were too young to question. They were seeds dropped by parents, teachers, society, media. Seeds that took root without your conscious consent. Consider the beliefs you currently hold about yourself, about what you're capable of, about success, about failure, about relationships, about money, about your own worth. How many of these beliefs are truly yours? How many are inherited scripts that you've been unconsciously performing? The most revolutionary act of personal growth is becoming a conscious architect of your internal world. It means developing the courage to examine every single belief, to question its origin, to challenge its validity, to decide whether it serves your growth or constrains your potential. Emotional intelligence is not a destination. It's a continuous journey of understanding the complex landscape of human experience. It's about developing the capacity to feel deeply without being consumed, to observe your emotions with curiosity rather than judgment, to understand that emotions are messengers, not masters. Most people are emotional reactors. Something happens and they immediately get swept away by the emotional current. They become the emotion, losing all perspective. Emotional intelligence is about creating space between stimulus and response. It's about developing the ability to pause, to observe, to choose your response deliberately. Your past experiences are not chains that bind you. They are lessons that inform you. Every challenge you faced, every failure you've encountered, every moment of pain or disappointment carries wisdom. But wisdom is only extracted through reflection, through a willingness to look honestly at your experiences without defensiveness. Personal growth is not about fixing yourself. You are not broken. You are a work in progress. Growth is about expansion, about continuously revealing more of your authentic self, about peeling away the layers of conditioning to uncover the essence of who you truly are. Vulnerability is not weakness. It is the highest form of courage. To be vulnerable means to show up authentically, to admit what you don't know, to acknowledge your fears, to share your struggles. In a world that encourages facades and perfect images, vulnerability is a revolutionary act of self-love. Your relationship with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship in your life. How you treat yourself internally determines how you allow others to treat you. If your internal dialogue is harsh, critical, and unforgiving, you will unconsciously attract relationships that mirror that dynamic. Self-compassion is not self-indulgence. It's not making excuses or avoiding responsibility. It's treating yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and support you would offer a dear friend. It's recognizing your humanity, your beautiful, imperfect, constantly evolving humanity. Growth happens at the intersection of challenge and support. You need both. Challenge pushes you beyond your current limitations. Support provides the safety to take risks. Without challenge, you become stagnant. Without support, you become overwhelmed. The magic happens in the balance. Your body is not just a physical vessel. It's an intelligent system carrying profound wisdom. Most people are disconnected from their body's signals. They ignore fatigue, push through exhaustion, suppress emotions, and treat their physical system as a machine to be controlled rather than ally to be listened to. Mindfulness is not about achieving a state of perpetual calm. It's about developing a relationship with the present moment. It's about learning to be fully here, fully aware, without being consumed by past regrets or future anxieties. It's about recognizing that this moment, right now, is the only moment you truly have. Your environment is a reflection of your internal state. Look around your living space, your workspace, your digital environment. They are physical manifestations of your internal world. Cluttered spaces reflect cluttered minds. Clean, intentional environments support clear, intentional thinking. Transformation is not a linear journey. It's a spiral. You'll revisit similar challenges, but each time from a slightly different perspective. Each cycle brings deeper understanding, greater wisdom, more profound self-awareness. What once triggered you might now become an opportunity for growth. The quality of your questions determines the quality of your life. Most people ask disempowering questions. Why does this always happen to me? Why can't I get it right? Powerful questions create possibility. What can I learn from this? How can I grow through this? What's the opportunity here? Your potential is not something external to be acquired. It's an internal landscape to be explored. It's not about becoming something you're not. It's about revealing who you've always been beneath the layers of conditioning, fear, and societal expectations. Right now, in this moment, you have everything you need to begin. Not tomorrow, not when conditions are perfect, not when you feel ready. Now this breath, this awareness, this decision to commit to yourself with unprecedented intensity. Focus on yourself, not from a place of selfishness, but from a place of radical self-responsibility. When you become the best version of yourself, you elevate everyone around you. Your growth creates a ripple effect that extends far beyond your individual experience. The time is now. Take one small step, make one intentional choice. Commit to yourself with the same intensity you would commit to saving someone you love. Because that's exactly what you're doing. You're saving yourself from a life of mediocrity. You're choosing extraordinary. We stand at the precipice of transformation. This is not just a moment. This is a choice to break free from the invisible chains of mediocrity that held you captive for far too long. Look inside yourself, deeper than you've ever looked before. Beyond the layers of doubt, fear, and inherited limitations, there's a core of pure potential waiting to be unleashed. A version of yourself so powerful, so authentic, that it would be unrecognizable to the person you are right now. Transformation is not a destination. It's a continuous journey of becoming. Every single moment is an opportunity to choose. To choose growth over comfort. To choose possibility over limitation. To choose yourself. The world is not waiting for you to be perfect. The world is waiting for you to be real. Authentically, unapologetically, courageously you, not the you that society has taught you to be, not the you that others expect you to be, but the you that exists in those rare moments of pure clarity and potential. Your greatest battle is not external. It's the war happening inside you. The constant negotiation between who you are and who you're capable of becoming, between the voice of fear and the whisper of possibility, between the comfort of the known and the terror of the unknown. Most people spend their entire lives running from themselves. They fill their days with distractions, scrolling, consuming, comparing, anything to avoid the profound confrontation with their own untapped potential. But not you. You're different. You're here. You're listening. You're ready. Healing is not about fixing something broken. It's about revealing something beautiful that's always been there. Beneath the layers of pain, conditioning, and limitation, your truest self is not something to be created. It's something to be uncovered. Your past does not define you. It informs you. Every challenge you faced, every failure you've experienced, every moment of pain, these are not weights that hold you down. They are the exact experiences that have been preparing you for this moment of transformation. Vulnerability is your greatest strength. In a world that teaches you to build walls, to protect yourself, to never show weakness, vulnerability is a revolutionary act. It takes extraordinary courage to be fully seen, to admit what you don't know, to acknowledge your fears, to show up exactly as you are. Success is not about achieving. It's about becoming. It's not about the external markers of accomplishment. It's about the internal revolution of consciousness. It's about expanding your capacity to love, to create, to contribute. Your energy is your most valuable currency, not money, not time, energy. What you choose to focus on, you amplify. What you resist persists. What you embrace transforms. Every single interaction is an energy transaction. Some experiences charge you, others drain you. You have the power to choose. Boundaries are not walls. They are love in action. When you set clear boundaries, you're not pushing people away. You're creating space for authentic connection. You're declaring your commitment to your own growth. You're saying yes to yourself. The external world is a mirror reflecting your internal landscape. Your circumstances are not happening to you. They are happening through you. Every single aspect of your life, your relationships, your career, your health, is a direct manifestation of your internal beliefs, your energy, your commitment to personal growth. Most people live on the surface of their existence. They move through life like actors reading a script written by someone else. But you are here to write your own story, to create your own script, to design a life that reflects the depth of your potential. Comparison is the thief of joy. Your only true competition is the person you were yesterday. Every moment is an opportunity to become a slightly better version of yourself. 1% improvement might seem insignificant in the moment, but over months and years, it creates extraordinary transformation. Right now in this moment, you have everything you need to begin. Not tomorrow, not when conditions are perfect, not when you feel ready. Now, this breath, this awareness, this decision to commit to yourself with unprecedented intensity. The journey of self-focus is not about perfection. It's about progression. It's about developing an unshakable relationship with yourself, about becoming the kind of person who shows up fully, who takes radical responsibility, who chooses growth over comfort. Your potential is not a finite resource. It's an expanding universe waiting to be explored. The more you invest in yourself, the more capacity you develop. The more you challenge yourself, the more resilient you come. Focus on yourself, not from a place of selfishness, but from a place of radical self-responsibility. When you become the best version of yourself, you elevate everyone around you. Your growth creates a ripple effect that extends far beyond your individual experience. The time is now. Take one small step. Make one intentional choice. Commit to yourself with the same intensity you would commit to saving someone you love, because that's exactly what you're doing. Your potential is an expanding universe waiting to be explored. It's not a limited resource that gets depleted. The more you invest in yourself, the more capacity you develop. The more you challenge yourself, the more resilient you become. Each step of growth creates space for even greater transformation. This is your moment, not tomorrow. Not when conditions are perfect, not when you feel completely ready. Right now, this breath, this awareness, this decision to commit to yourself with unprecedented intensity. Focus on yourself, not from a place of selfishness, but from a place of radical self-responsibility. When you become the best version of yourself, you elevate everyone around you. Your growth creates a ripple effect that extends far beyond your individual experience. You are not here to fit in. You are here to stand out, to bring your unique gifts, your distinctive perspective to everything you do, to create, to love, to contribute in a way that only you can. Your body is an intelligence system carrying profound wisdom most people never learn to hear. We've been taught to view our physical self as a machine to be controlled, pushed, manipulated. But your body is an intricate communication system. Every sensation, every tension, every moment of fatigue is a message. Are you listening? At this moment, you stand at the most critical juncture of your entire existence. This is not just another motivational speech. This is a profound invitation to a revolution that begins and ends within you. Look around. The world is drowning in noise, endless streams of information, constant distractions, social media feeds that promise connection but deliver only hollow echoes of real human experience. Everyone is talking. Few are truly listening. Fewer still are listening to themselves. You are not an accident. You are not a random collection of circumstances. You are a deliberate, magnificent potential waiting to be unleashed. Every single cell in your body carries a blueprint of extraordinary possibility. Every breath is an opportunity to rewrite your story. The greatest prison we ever build is constructed from our own limiting beliefs. These beliefs are like invisible chains. So subtle you don't even feel them constraining you. Your whisper messages of doubt. You're not enough. You don't deserve greatness. Play small. Stay safe. These are not your truths. These are inherited narratives designed to keep you contained. Transformation is not a linear journey. It's a spiral of continuous growth. You'll revisit similar challenges, but each time from a slightly different perspective. Each cycle brings deeper understanding, greater wisdom, more profound self-awareness. What once triggered you might now become an opportunity for expansive learning. Consider the ecosystem of your inner world. Your thoughts are not just passive experiences, they are creative forces that shape your entire reality. Most people are unconscious creators, allowing their thoughts to run on destructive autopilot. Negative thought patterns become self-fulfilling prophecies. Limiting beliefs become invisible barriers that restrict your potential. The time is now. Take one small step. Make one intentional choice. Commit to yourself with the same intensity you would commit to saving someone you love, because that's exactly what you're doing. You are choosing extraordinary. You are choosing Yale.